And back here live at CRS 2024, of course, again, powered by the sportsguyspodcast.com. And, of course, out there, too, KKTC True Country 99.9 New Mexico, Colorado. And, of course, our friends at HighTideCountry.net. And, of course, thanks to our sponsors, Bangtail Whiskey. And, of course, out there, Jewelry by Tommy. Of course, the CadenGordonShow.com, today's best country mix. And, of course, our friends over at Lady TLC's Travel Agency. And speaking of traveling, we put the miles down. We're still doing it tonight, the Doghouse 6 to 10, broadcasting live, and tomorrow with our friends at MC1 Nashville. And, of course, Friday coming up, the Show Dog and Friends benefit concert for the late, great Toby Keith, and the fundraiser out there. All the donations will go to OK Kids Corral, benefiting those fighting childhood cancer, too, as well. Whitney Miller in the house.
Hey.
What is going on?
Oh, man, just having a morning, I'll tell you that.
Having a morning, yeah. Like I said, the Wi-Fi is not acting properly today, but hey, that's technology for you. Every year we come to this, it's so cool to network and just talk to great people, run into the great things about country music, the great publicists, and, of course, the managers, record labels, friends, family, and that just makes country music such an important part of family. What does this event mean to you?
I think this is like kind of what you said. I mean, it's community. It really brings everybody together, and we get to see what's coming up, what people are excited about, how we can support each other. And I mean, it's just one big party, kind of.
It's like a mini CMA Fest, or what does it say, Nash Vegas now too, kind of like a little mini Las Vegas too. For you, you've got some exciting things going on. Tell the audience about it too. I mean, music-wise, touring, some things that are kicking off here in 2024. Talk about that for me.
Yeah, I've been working for the last year on a new project. It's very rock, with a little bit of sprinkle of country, because I have my Texas roots in there, so I got to have that. But yeah, over the last year, I've been writing and recording this new rock EP. So it'll be a 6-song EP that was actually finished in January, but I felt like there was still some more tweaks that I wanted to do to it to really make it Whitney. So we'll really releasing that this summer, and I'm already working on the next project after that, which will either be another EP or about 4 more singles from there. So we're hard at work.
You're hard at work, no doubt about it too. I want to ask you about this female movement in country music too, with Lainey doing what she's doing, and of course the regulars, Carly Pierce, Ashley McBride, all these great ladies, Lindsay Ella Shredder on guitar, and of course so many doing their thing out there. Maybe an overdue thing for country music too, because I can't recall a movement like this since the 90s with Shania, Faith, Martina, Reba, all that kind of stuff going on. Patty Loveless, Pam Tillis. Good thing for the industry. Build on that for me a little bit.
Oh my gosh, it's a great thing for the industry. I think we're way overdue in this, and it's still wild to me that country music doesn't really represent women as much as I would personally hope they do, or a lot of other people that I hear. So I feel like with this new class of women coming up who are talking about things that are really relatable, they're just being themselves and putting it out there, and it's good for the industry. It's time for this. It's 2024 now, and I think I could not be more excited. I'm pumped to watch to see how this kind of expands the industry.
Part of this too for me is the guys bringing it back. I think a little bit too, as we talked about with a few artists today, Zach Top and Randall King, and so many guys just doing their thing, or just picking up the guitar, playing 3 chords in the truth, and bringing that sound back. And some of those guys just seem like a natural fit when it comes down to it. And I think there's a thirst and a hunger for 90s country to kind of come back. Was that an era that you enjoyed? And if so, who were some of those artists that you enjoyed listening to?
I mean, if you don't enjoy 90s country, you cannot be trusted.
You cannot be. Yeah.
It's like not liking cheeseburgers,
Exactly.
Yeah, I mean, I absolutely love 90s country. Obviously, I'm a big Shania fan. How could you not be? And Faith Hill. I mean, all 90s country to me is something that I just love to put on, whether I'm like getting ready to go out or we're on the boat or we're doing that. And I do think there is a resurgence of that. I think people are wanting this authenticity, this like realness that's country music inevitably is. It's the root of it. And I do see a lot. I love Zach Top. I do see a lot of artists that are coming out with those influences and just saying, this is who I am, this is what I'm going to do, and I'm going to go for it.
When it came to the first song you ever sang behind a microphone, first time you stepped behind it, what song came out?
I bet it was Angel from Montgomery, but the Susan Tedeschi cover.
Oh, yeah.
Of it. Love her.
One of the best. Susan Tedeschi, one of the best out there, too.
Oh, my gosh.
You have a great background. I love your story, too. For the fans that don't know a lot about you, and you actually did a little bit of everything with your background, and for the listeners out there in New Mexico, Colorado, things like that, too. Talk about your background and just upbringing, and it seemed like music was kind of connected to you for a young age, too, but you've done a little bit of everything, growing up.
Yeah, I've been busy.
Yeah, yes, just a little bit.
Yeah, no, my manager always jokes that I've lived 9 lives. And really, music was something I always wanted to do, but I was scared to do it. I had paralyzing stage fright when it came to that. And so I figured if I did all of these other things, like I was a professional wake surfer, and I taught wakeboarding, and I was Miss Texas and Miss United States, and from there went into fighting and fought. And
don't mess with her.
Yeah, right? I might be little, but I'm mighty. And then went into kickboxing, commentating on ESPN for Glory Kickboxing. And so I've done all of these things hoping that maybe it would scratch the itch of music, and it just did not happen. And I'm glad that it didn't, because now I'm really doing exactly what I want to be doing, and the one thing that I've always wanted to do. And I get to take a lot of those lessons that I learned from, competing in pageants and fighting and all the other things into music. And I don't know what my path would be or what my journey would be if I would have started this at 19 or 20 years old without those lessons. So yeah, I think it all, in some weird way, kind of all comes together.
All right, favorite hobby when not doing music? What do you enjoy doing when you have just time to yourself?
I mean, anything on the water.
Okay.
Anything on the water. I'll go fishing. I grew up in South Texas, so I grew up hunting and fishing.
Okay.
But yeah, if you put me behind a boat on a wake surf board, I'm absolutely a happy camper.
I love it too as well. I tell you what, she's a happy camper, one hell of an artist too out there. They're going to get to know her out there in New Mexico and Colorado. We're going to play some songs from her next week on the call-ins at KKTC True Country 99.9, and of course out there, HighTideCountry.net. We're back here in a little bit. Not sure who's coming up to. We've lost track of time here. CRS 2024, but of course more great artists. We're here till about 4 o'clock, and then of course the Doghouse coming up tonight too as well. From 6 to 10, we'll be out there, second floor in the green room. Come by and say hello. Again, thanks to our sponsors. Back in a flash, CRS 2024 continues. Stay tuned.
Right on. Sweet. Thank you so much.
It's short, sweet, to the point.
You did it.
That's it.